Assalamu alaikum class. I hope you all are fine. Now we will continue our science concept as we were discussing about the concept of elements, compound and mixture, and in addition to these concepts we have got an idea about the word molecule. In our previous lesson we have discussed about the difference between molecule and compound, and after that we got an idea about the difference between compound and mixture. Okay, who will tell me about the main difference between molecule and compound? Amar, you will tell me about the main difference between molecule and compound. Yes, you are on the spot. That molecules have atoms of same element, right? And compounds have atoms of different elements. Compounds are formed by the atoms of different elements. Fizan, tell me about the examples of molecules. Yes, hydrogen molecule, you can say nitrogen molecule. Those substances that contain atoms of same elements. Yes, hydrogen molecule. Oxygen molecule. You can say nitrogen molecule. It's a combination of the atoms of same element. Okay. Hansala, tell me about the examples of compounds. Yes, water. You can say water is a compound because it's a mixture of two different atoms of elements H2O. This compound contains two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. That atoms of different elements. You can say carbon dioxide. Yes, you are on the spot. Carbon dioxide. CO2, one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen. I hope you have understood the whole concept of main difference between molecule and compound, and I have given you a video regarding it. You have to watch that video that has been shared with you in the previous lesson. Now we will recall the concept of compound and mixture and what are the main differences between compound and mixture. Okay, who will tell me about the main difference between compound and mixture? I have tell you about the main difference between compound and mixture. You are right that in compound, chemical composition may be changed, but in case of mixture, there is no chemical involvement of the substances together. No chemical involvement. Okay, one difference more. Yes, you are on the spot. Compound and mixture has next difference with regard to the separation. In case of compound, we cannot separate the reacting substances, but in case of mixture, we can separate the reacting substances, in which we have taken an example of heating of iron and sulfur, and during heating, iron and sulfur atoms combine to make a new substance that is referred as compound. You know that in case of mixture, we mix or combine things that can be easily separated. We have taken an example when we will combine or react iron and sulfur together. And when they make a new substance in this form, then we will place magnet in front of this mixture, then magnet will easily take the iron part of that mixture. This was all about the previous concept. Now we will do the starter activity that will clearly refer to you as the main difference between molecule, compound and mixture. Okay, I have written some chemical substances on the board. Class, you have to identify the category of each chemical substance. Let's start this activity. Ahmed will tell me about the first chemical substance, that is carbon dioxide. What is this? Is it compound or molecule? Yes, it is compound. Why? Because this chemical substance has atoms of different elements. Okay, next one, hydrogen, H2. It means atoms of same element. Now, Ali, tell me about this chemical substance. To which category this chemical substance belongs? Yes, it is molecule. Okay, next one. It seems like exactly similar to the second chemical substance. Yes, it is also a molecule. Fourth one chemical substance is water. As in the water, there are atoms of different elements. 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. So what is this? It is compound. And the fifth one, by the name you can easily get an idea. But We will read it. Heated mixture of iron sulfide. Heated mixture. By the heating of two chemical substances, a combination that will be in result cannot be further separated. So what is this? Is it molecule or compound or mixture? Yes, it is compound. And next one, sulfur for S, only one atom of one element. So it is an example of atom. You can also refer it as element. Okay. Similarly, seventh one is exactly similar to the sixth one. There is only one atom of one element. So we will write atom or element. This is all about our activity. Now we will start our new concept. We will now discuss about the metals and non-metals. Class, we will learn about the metals and non-metals. What are metals? Ahmed, do you have any idea about the word metal? Metals are mostly hard solids. But non-metals are also in the solid form. What is the main difference between metals and non-metals? Yes, metal can conduct electricity, but non-metals do not show this property. Yes, metals can not be able to easily melt, but non-metals easily melt. Yes, you are on the spot. Tell me about whiteboard is metal or non-metal? Yes, it is non-metal. And the wood in the boundary, is it metal or non-metal? Wood is non-metal. And one thing more, you know that you have told me about the property of metals, that metals conduct current, but wood do not show this property, so it is a part of non-metal. Okay, I am showing you something. Tell me about the board marker. Is metal or non-metal? It is non-metal, yes. Okay, it is iron bottle. This bottle is made up of iron, having this holder. It is all about the property of metal. Okay, now tell me about the small basket made of plastic. Is it metal or non-metal? Non-metal. Okay, this wooden scale is metal or non-metal? Yes, it is non-metal. Our paper on which we are writing, what is this? Non-metal. Your pen, your ink pen, having nib, is it metal or non-metal? Yes, it is metal. Metals are mostly in this case that they have shiny surfaces. Okay, this scissor has two components. The first one area that is shining, it is made of metal, but the holder having the boundary of green color, that is made of plastic. It is non-metal. Class, tell me about an example of the metal and non-metal. Okay. Ali, tell me about any example that is in your hand or that is near to you is non-metal. Yes, your bag is also made of non-metal material. Yes, desk on which you are keeping your notebook, you are doing your work. Any example regarding the metal and non-metal? Yes, metallic wires that conduct current are also made of metals. Okay, there are some examples. You know that there are many things in our surroundings that are linked to metals and non-metals, and there are many properties as well. As we have discussed that metals do not melt easily, so we will say that it has high melting and boiling point. We cannot easily melt metal, so we will say that it is not malleable. But non-metals are malleable. The word malleable is linked to the melting of the anything, that is referred as malleable. 6th class, ready your pages now. Mention date and day, chapter number, name, that is elements, compound and mixture, and you will also draw margin lines. Now our question number 6 is differentiate between metals and non-metals. You know the format of attempting this type of question. You will draw a line between the given terms metals and on the other side non-metals. The first point of difference, you know that we have discussed that metals are hard solids and you can say non-metals are usually gases or solids which melt easily. You will write about the category of material. Category of material, you will describe this point in both. In metals, you will write about it is hard solid, and for non-metals, you will write these are usually solids, gases, and the solids that can be easily melt. Okay. Second point of difference, you will write about the density of metal. That metals are mostly dense and heavy. But non-metals are not mostly dense and heavy, not more dense. After that, you will write the third point of difference. That is about the surfaces, how it appears actually. These are mostly shiny in appearance. These are mostly that are non-metals are dull in appearance. Now, after that, in the fourth point of difference, you will write about the boiling point. You know that metals are hard, so you will write they have high boiling points, high boiling and melting point. Means these things require more energy of heat for boiling and melting. And non-metals have low melting and boiling point. The fifth point of difference is about the conductance. As metals are good conductors of electricity, you know that, and non-metals are not good conductors. Okay, what will be the sixth point for the metals and non-metals? Class, have you ever observed the playing instruments? There are wires that are made of metals. By causing the vibration, a sound is produced by the metals. So we will write the sixth point of difference, that is last, by saying they are sonorous. Metals are sonorous. Those that produce the singing sound just like that. Pleasant sign. And you will write about the non-metals, these are non-sonorous. After that you will write the examples. You will search about the metals and non-metals. Question number 7 is write about the chemical compounds that are used in our daily life. You will search about the chemical compounds that we are using in our daily life. You will write at least 5 chemical compounds. In the answer to this question, you will search about the chemical compounds that we are using in our daily life. This is all about our whole lesson. Today we have discussed about the point of differences between the metals and non-metals. As you know that metals are hard solids and non-metals are hard, but these are that solids that can be melted easily. And in addition to it, we have discussed about the next other points of differences between the metals and non-metals. Metals are conductors and non-metals are not good conductors. And we have discussed many points regarding the concept of elements, compound and mixture. You have to write these 2 questions in your notebook. Question number 6, that is about the differentiate between metals and non-metals. And question number 7, that is about the chemical compounds that we use in our daily life. If you find any problem regarding any concept of this chapter, then we can discuss later in our next working classes. Allah Hafiz.